Yo, what is good, my what is good? I really did think this episode was going to end relatively the way that it did because of the enormous amount of setup through every single episode of these characters being not only saved by people, but they're really pushing apart uh, every character that we have to give them more of a reason to show up and actually do something useful. Because as of now, it feels as if every time we've seen these characters that show up, they do help in some ways, but they're not always the best amount of help. So it's not surprising when I'm looking at this episode and we get someone who shows up that was, clearly stated that he's going to, protect the son of his dragon king. And I think that was a good way to honestly have someone be there for Pope and Mama, because, like, I've been thinking for a little bit now, out of all the people for these characters to take on, Mistavon seems like the craziest person outside of the Grim Reaper now that we're seeing he can just drag you into a freaking dimension or something along those lines, right? So that's a pretty big difference when it comes down to what we're seeing here. And this guy's wrapping his fingers around people, right? Instead of just outright doing a ton of damage. We're supposed to take it as like, oh yeah, he can, do it just as much, if not more. But we clearly have an indicator of, uh, you know, the the Joker being able to, take someone into a whole different place altogether, away from. And as the master said, well, being there, they could fight for an eternity. As long as he's not out there, it should be a much easier fight. So that type of stuff makes me wonder what the master actually knows at that point. Like, what is it that he wanted out of all people, this person to be the one to, you know, focus on him and not anyone else type of deal. So, sounds like some inside information that we haven't really learned about from this overall like conversation that's had. So it's another thing that keeps me very interested in the overall story and what other people can bring to the table. So all that being said, I hope y'all have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case might be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime G. And I'll definitely go ahead have to send you guys out with a bang from Mama. Let's get it. Power up. Oh, 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 Vegeta messed up my combo. Look at him running. You don't want the smoke. Oh, Vegeta messing up my combo yet again. I guess we'll have Die finish it off. Screw it. What? Oh, he was already popped. We're not watching this again. Peace.